Alright guys, what's going on? We are back at it with our Couch to 5K series. It's going to be like a normal run, no hot chips this time. But I am going to do it a little different. I'm going to start the timer, and it usually says walk or jog for 2 minutes for the warm-up and walk or jog for 2 minutes for the cool down. I'm going to try to run the entire time. So we're going to get started on that. We're just going to hit it up here on the road. I'm getting really close to 50 miles on these Hokas, and then I can do the review that I want to do for you guys on these shoes. So let's get this watch going and let's get started. We did it, guys. I woke up this morning and in my mind, I was like, I'm gonna run a 5K today. I knew I had a 2.5 mile run. I'm like, it's just a little over that. I know we can do it. And so I told you guys I was gonna set out by running the warm up and cool down walks, but I also figured I'd run further than that. And we did it, guys. We did it without walking. A new 5K record for me, which is like 37 minutes. Whew, guys, I'm just gonna catch my breath. I felt really good again on this run. Just gonna catch my breath and we'll talk about this run when I'm all here. All right. We did it. We stinking did it. We ran a 5K on week 9 of a 12-week training program, and guys, I'm just so thrilled. I can't believe we actually did it. When I woke up this morning, guys, I just felt super inspired to do it. I felt super motivated to do it, and I felt like I could do it. Today was supposed to be a 2.5 mile run, but I knew that I had a perfect 5K loop just right outside my door. From my front door all the way around back to my front door is a 5K, 3.1 miles, and today I just felt motivated and inspired to do it. I think a lot of that has to do with last week when we ran the 3 mile run. I just felt like, you know what, I could have kept pushing and I could have finished out a full 5K run, and today I was just like, you know what, we're gonna do it. I know I've been trying to stick to this training program as best as I could. I've been trying to, just walk when it tells me to walk and run when it tells me to run and not push myself any further. But today I knew it. Today there was just something different when I woke up. I'm like, today is the day, and we did it. I will admit it was a super slow pace. I think we finished in about 37 minutes, and which is fine for me. I'm just happy that I didn't have to walk at all throughout this whole 5K run. And it still encourages me that I have like 3.5 weeks left to improve on this time, that I've got 37 minutes as a benchmark time. And hopefully by the end of week 12, when we run our official 5K, we can improve upon that time. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to run a 5K, all the time, every day now to try to improve that time. I'm going to go back to and stick to, really the training program that they have set up. However, I like that I have an idea now of what I can do and how I can improve. And I can't believe that in week 9 we have already technically completed this Couch to 5K because we've ran the 5K. This run honestly felt really good. I did some extra stretching than I normally do beforehand because I knew I was going to push myself a little bit, but my legs never really fully felt tired. I had a few moments where they started to feel a little sluggish, and that's pretty typical. Usually my legs start off a little sluggish, and around the 1 mile, 1.5 mile mark, they start to feel good, and that's the end of it. It was very similar. My legs, just kind of felt a little stiff, a little sluggish. Even though I did extra stretching, I probably could have stretched a little bit more. But once we got to the end of that first mile and a half, they felt fine. I had no issues. Even when I had to run up some slight inclines, my legs just kept turning over. They kept going forward, and I never really felt like I lost my pace too much. The other issue that I seem to have is just my breathing. Eventually my breathing can't keep up with my legs, and a lot of times that happens when I start out too fast. However, I was afraid that going for a longer distance than I normally run, that eventually my breathing would just kind of give out and I wouldn't be able to keep up. However, that wasn't the case. Normally I start off pretty strong in breathing, and when my legs start to feel good, that's when my breathing starts to kind of struggle a bit. And, similar things happened around the 1 mile mark when my legs were starting to feel better and loosened up. My breathing, started to kind of get a little wonky, kind of get a little all over the place. But I was able this time to kind of manage it, keep it under control, and I didn't let it slow me down, and I didn't let it stop me from running. I obviously still see a lot of things that I have to improve on when it comes to the breathing department, getting my lungs ready, even my legs, getting them ready for some longer runs. But the fact that we were able to tackle a 3-mile run, and when we were done, I was a little out of breath, but I wasn't like horribly out of breath like I was in some of my earlier videos, just to see, the progress that we're making with our endurance, the progress we're making in our breathing. All of that is just super exciting, and the fact that I still have 3.5 weeks left, I'm really excited to see where we go from a 37-minute 5K. I would love to get that down to possibly like a 35-minute 5K in the next 3.5 weeks. I know that shaving off like 2 minutes is a big deal for a lot of people, but I think that if I can push myself on some of these shorter runs, that we should be able, hopefully be able to reach that 35-minute mark on that 5K. If not though, I'm not going to be disappointed because we've already met our initial goal, and that's to me all that matters, is that we hit that 5K mark. We were able to run it consistently without walking, and to do it at week 9 is just kind of icing on the cake. I know I say this pretty much at the end of every video, but I do want to thank you guys for your support on this journey. I really don't think I would have been running a 5K this early without you. I honestly don't even know if I'd still be doing this training program without you guys and your support and your encouragement. I know a lot of times for me, I would have just gotten busy and probably given up on running. I probably would have gotten discouraged along the way that I wasn't able to run like I wanted to run. But because of you guys, we've been able to push on. We've been able to see this goal through, and I'm so ecstatic. I really am. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything, for the support, for the comments, for the love, for the encouragement. Know that it does mean a lot, and it does help me get through those runs. When I'm running and I feel like I want to maybe start walking, I just start thinking about the comments and the encouragement and the pushing that you guys do to kind of spur me on. So appreciate you. As always, guys, hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment down below, and if you're not following along on this 5K journey, well, you still got a few weeks left to get on board, so hit that subscribe button. After that, we'll figure out something else that we're going to do. I've got a few gear reviews lined up. I know I've been saying this for weeks. I'm struggling to try to find time to film these 5K series videos and throw in gear reviews and film them all at the same time. So I do have some gear reviews I want to do that I'll try to sprinkle a few in towards the end of the 5K series. If not, well, after the 5K series, you might be getting a few review videos. So we'll have that to look forward to. But yeah, hit that subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. Also, social media links are down below. Super active on Instagram and Twitter and Strava, and I'd love to see you guys there and hang out with you guys kind of outside of YouTube and interact with you guys, you know, instead of just the comment section below. As always, guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys in the next run. See ya.